Hey, we live. We here.
We're live.
Had to understand, bro, the context clues.
Facts. St. Eve's on the mic. We do not have Rob with us to do the intro.
Yeah, bro, he didn't want to show up today. He said that he want to spend time with his family, bro.
Guys, Rob don't fuck
Bro's
with
a family guy, bro.
Allegedly,
right?
I have no proof.
I ain't never even seen this family.
I mean, Berto seemed like a family man.
He seemed like it.
That's
a lot of niggas seem like a lot of things.
That's how they get you.
No
they make
bullshit.
you think,
Well,
oh no, I'm with my family, I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Really, he just grinding that mobile restaurant or whatever it was.
What the fuck are y'all talking
So we can't bring it up no more.
He's building a bank or something.
Hey, I got my brother Nate Nix in the room.
Hello, how you doing?
Yo.
And then we got a very, very special guest in the building with us, Miss DIOSA herself.
Yes, we're here.
Again.
Part 2, they didn't want to see us win the first time, but y'all don't know that.
They don't know that.
But we here and we're live.
Yeah, I feel like everybody around us knows, like they're feeling it. They're like, let's keep it calm on the instruments today.
They was playing bagpipes when I walked in.
Yo, you know what's crazy? They playing the same song though.
Every
time. And it's over and it's every time for like a year.
Literally every time.
I'm coming up with stories in my head about what they doing in the room.
Yo, like
I be thinking that niggas on live.
Every time.
You be on live. You perform to like a live audience.
Do y'all do like soft yacht rock for like a club? Do y'all do it for fun?
Sometimes.
Like, do they? No, but I'm just like thinking about like
their purpose.
Yeah, and I'm like, do y'all like have people that come to listen to this shit?
You be thinking that, right? Because they do rehearsing a lot.
No shade, but
rehearsing a lot.
Yeah, they be rehearsing a lot.
I be thinking, if you're here, you probably get paid for your shows or something. But I'm like, do you though? You be rehearsing a lot.
No.
Do we get paid?
We hardly get paid, bro.
Yo,
those are the real conversations.
What's up with you today, bro?
You gotta have perspective, my nigga. Like, I can't hear a nigga.
But then we're not making the most noise, though. We just having conversations.
This is true.
But we got more emotion.
Sometimes we tee it up, though. Sometimes.
No bullshit.
Sometimes.
We could do a show.
We could do a show.
So I'm saying we do a show, we'd be locked in. We'd be lit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a foreshadow right there. But, Shandelle, talk to us. How you feeling right now?
Man, I feel good. This mango is doing me so right. Because last night was turn. Because
that's why I asked.
I just had my debut as a DJ.
Oh, fire.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh.
Yo.
No, but okay, wait.
Tyrese.
Okay, wait. But like actually it was really good. Like it was very live. Mm-hmm. Lawrence is like
it's little DR.
It is little DR. Like I was really happy to do my debut as a DJ in Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, I don't know, just the love in the room was very potent. Like I opened, but there was already mad heads in there. Like it was a sold out event.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the event?
It was Chop Shop.
Oh, okay. I did.
They did the last one because they're about to close El Taller next week.
Like permanently? I did not know that.
Yeah, like I think D-Glow was telling me that someone bought the building.
So you one of the last people to perform in there? That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bullshit.
History. Yeah, it was really cool. And like they just had hit me up out of nowhere. Like I don't even think they knew that I was like a DJ for real. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But
I feel like last time we talked, when you came through, which however weeks ago that was.
It was in March.
You wasn't DJing just yet, right?
I was.
But you wanted to get into it, or am I under the wrong impression?
So I've been wanting to DJ for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It was something I didn't like talk about too loudly. But like after I made my first mixtape, everyone was like, oh my God, like we love this. Like we love more like dance music from you. And I was like, you know what? Me too. And I've always had people tell me that like my music taste is really like, they really fuck with my music taste. And that like, I used to be really into making playlists in high school. Like I would specifically curate and like sequence playlists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it as often anymore just because like the amount of like time and detail I used to put into it, I just don't be having time.
Right.
Like I'll just throw a bunch of shit together in a playlist and I'll hit shuffle now. But like back then, I used to like curate so that I wouldn't have to shuffle a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like,
so it was like real, like you put in like the intentional effort into making
absolutely
an actual curated experience.
Yep, absolutely.
So you've been DJing. Really? Think about it.
Low key.
Okay.
I had the plan. I just needed the platform. But
shit.
So then
yeah. So
with last night, right? how do you gauge like, oh, am I doing a good job right now? Like, was there a lot of wall huggers? Like, what? How do you know?
Everyone
how
was
do you read the room?
dancing. Everyone was dancing, and like that felt really special to me because I was like,
you know they was Dominican.
I was
no cap,
bro. When I turned on the bachata at the end of my set, they were turned. I was like, damn, y'all fuck with me. But like, I feel like as a DJ, to see people dancing, it means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, word, like this is cool. This is calm.
Right.
Like I was trying to keep it humble, but inside I was like,
for sure. That's tough.
I was like, damn, like everyone's dancing, everyone's moving.
It's a good feeling.
Nobody was standing. And if people were standing, like I couldn't see it. Cause like the way the venue was set up was kind of like this room, like the DJ booth was like right here and then everything was in the back. Yeah, and then there was like the bar that way, like on my right-hand side. So definitely if there were people standing, they were probably like near the bar trying to get a drink. So I couldn't see it. Too many people
dancing to be able to even know if anyone was like, you know what I mean? And they was probably still dancing still, no cap.
No, 100%. Like, but yeah, so I like the trajectory of it all is that like I started practicing more often like in February. But really I actually started in September because that's when I bought my board. Like I had done a gig for Emerson. Like Emerson and Bams, how they do the solstice on the Uncommon stage. So I did that. Toki asked me to do that gig in August and they paid me really well. And because of that, I was like, there's no time like the present to buy this board. Like,
bro, that's a fact. I was just talking to somebody about that, bro. DJs be doing way more work than the artists when it comes to that shit, low key. On the day of. Bro, that shit is work, bro. Niggas are standing there. You really gotta adjust.
People really think it's just pushing buttons. Like, hell no. You have to EQ the shit. You have to make sure like the drums are synced up. You have to make sure the trim is good. Like, you gotta make sure your transition is good. And like, I fucked up a couple times. It was my first set, but like nobody could tell.
But you also are maneuvering to make sure that the crowd is like, you're curing it towards them too. So you have to adjust as well. You feel me? Like, it's work.
You're responsible for giving the people a good time.
Yeah.
Like, niggas work all week.
For a long time, too.
No, like, niggas work all week.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, so like, if I'm going to the club Friday, Saturday night, it's like, this is the only 2 nights I got. You better turn this shit up.
I'm gonna give y'all the best I can with what I got.
So that is a fact.
Help me understand this
worked all week.
Story post that you had a couple days ago, right?
Which one?
Where you was talking about the wall huggers. I want to understand that more.
The wall huggers.
Like, why?
So what is the wall huggers?
Yo,
to me, it comes off
like everyone at the club, bro.
So they go to the club and they just stand there.
People don't be dancing anymore.
So why do you think that is?
I don't know. Because it's not a problem of the music
Let's
being
break
bad.
it down, right? Let's break it down. Is it a certain group of people, a certain type of people, or it's just in general, people aren't dancing no more?
It's just in general. Like,
so people just don't dance.
Bro, like,
generally, like
people wanna capture a moment. They wanna capture a vibe. They don't wanna actually like be a part of it and like be present in that. Like,
so you're saying niggas just going there to get their Instagram story?
Bro, yes.
So they be on their phone.
Yes. I was watching, bro. I was watching because I was just in New York last weekend and I just saw Charlie XCX in concert at Barclays. That shit was fucking insane.
That sounds fire.
Bro, it was like the best concert ever. That shit was fucking amazing. But I was watching her Boiler Room set like 2 or 3 days ago just to like get a little more inspired and just like, you know, I just rewatched it because I've seen it before. But she did a Boiler Room set in Ibiza last summer. And bro, I swear to God, she kept trying to talk to the audience, being like, put your hands up. Like, I want to see you dance.
No one was doing that.
Everyone was on their phone.
Yeah.
I'm so dead ass.
You know what's funny about that? Because
Like,
it reminds
she
me.
wants to see us dance.
Like,
I just read something from K. Tronado where he said something very similar. Where he was like, yo, like, y'all got to understand how weird it looks from my perspective when I'm, you know, putting on a show.
And
there's
everyone's
just a bunch
like
of phones
this,
pointed at me. You feel me? And I was like, yo, I never really thought about it like that. Because
And it's
for
the same, like-
person attending the concert, I get it. You know, you want to capture the moment that it's like, yo, I could look back at this and be like, yo, I was there for this. This is something that I experienced.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to be doing that the whole show.
Yeah,
Every
and like
5,
even
10
like
minutes you pull your phone out trying to record something. It's
and like
what are you
DJing
trying to
aside
capture?
as a performer too, like it'd be feeling weird when 90% of the set is just like
People
phone
pointing
in
at
hand.
you.
Yeah, I'm like,
It is a
can
weird.
y'all
yeah,
just
I can see that.
can y'all just experience something?
And
like
it's weird, too,
without your
because-
phone in your hand?
Mhm.
It's weird because if you're a performer too, I think a lot of times what happens is that when you start getting in your own head with it, you're like, if they're not recording, are they enjoying it? If they are recording, like they must be like there's something that there's like that they want to share. So it's like you kind of get put in this like weird situation where you're like,
it's like
I don't want you to put your phone away, but I also don't want you to have it in your hand the whole time. It's like it's weird.
It's so weird.
No bullshit.
Niggas is insane.
But
bro, it's like, it's very strange, bro. It's very strange.
Shit is crazy, but yeah, I really think that like people are just not, and I think like people are scared to like be caught looking like not cool. And I think that contributes a lot to like why people wall hug, why people like just stand around, why people don't dance. Like y'all seen me in functions. I'm always fucking moving. I be breaking a sweat at the club. I never gave a fuck. Like,
but that's the part that I'm not understanding because like the people who are expressive like that, it makes sense that they want to go to the club. Yeah. But there's people who aren't like that taking up space. I'm like, well, why are you
in the club?
Yeah.
Literally, why are you in the club?
They come?
And 9 times out of 10, when I talk to people, they're like, oh, you know, like I just go to the club for vibes. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean,
bro?
What do you mean?
Like going up to the club, you paying to go somewhere.
I'm sorry, bro, but like,
club, right?
If you want to go somewhere and get a drink, go to a bar. Like, go to a bar, go to a hookah lounge.
There's very limited things you could do in a club because it's too loud for you to be having conversations with someone to talk the whole night.
The whole night,
you gonna be trying to talk to someone, they'll be looking at you like, yeah. It's like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga just said.
Bro, 9 times out of 10, I don't hear people when they talk to me at the club.
So it's like,
I'm like,
you can't talk. You can't. If you're not dancing, you really are just standing around. You feel me? So it's like, what options are you really giving yourself?
No bullshit. That's the weird thing.
The
about
option
the
to
club,
like
bro.
keep it nonchalant.
That's what I'm saying, but it's the club. I feel like in the early 2000s,
if you're nonchalant, if you're not, okay, PSA, if you're nonchalant and you don't like to dance, get the fuck out of the club. Like, what are you doing? Like,
unless you're performing. Or if it's like your birthday or something, like some shit. So you have to have a very
you have to have a valid excuse.
No, don't do that.
It wasn't their birthday. It wasn't their birthday. It wasn't their birthday though.
But they popped up for them mans.
Yeah, that's valid. If you did a section,
you call them niggas fans, bro.
we was joking, bro. I wasn't serious. But if they're in a section though, that's different. But if you're like in the club, even in a section, vibes, like, bro.
I feel like even if you're in a section, you could still bust a move. Like I be in sections all the time. Y'all know I know mad people. Like I be getting into the club for free. Like I'll get a free shot, like whatever it is. But like obviously, like I never take that shit for granted. So obviously, if that's what's going on for me and that's the privilege I have, I'm gonna make sure I make the most of my night and dance my ass off. Like what?
Bullshit.
I be stressed. Like I work in a fucking restaurant. Like I need to decompress.
Maybe that's what it is too. Niggas don't have that stress in them. They just
definitely do.
I was gonna say, if anything, I think people are just too self-conscious.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like I think there's too many people that are like
everyone is so afraid of like not looking cool.
Yeah. I think that's what it really is.
That's really what it is.
I think that's what it is.
Damn.
Like, bro, you're not gonna look stupid if you hit a little Dougie in the club. Like, it never killed nobody. Like,
I would say it might be the opposite. Like, if you go to the club and you're not dancing,
so cool.
You look crazy. If you don't dance, you look crazy.
Like,
you gonna be in mad niggas videos where you just standing there. Everyone else around you dancing, you're just like.
It's so awkward. And like, if anything, like if you dance, it makes you look more cool. Like when people turn you up and they like form a circle around you, like that shit is fire. That happened during my set last night. People like started dancing. Someone like formed a circle. I saw like people recording with the flash. I was like, y'all return.
So now, but here's the thing, right? Is it also a reflection of the music being played? I feel like a lot of music, especially right now, if you're talking about like rap music, it's not the most danceable
it's not the club effect.
You feel me? Like, yeah, like I'm not gonna want to dance to some fucking Kendrick. You know what I mean?
I don't
like
play that shit.
In the club.
In the club. That shit is like a certain setting.
Yeah,
like,
the club is not.
If it's like any other event besides like the club, sure, I get that. Like background music, whatever. Like y'all want to have a specific vibe, I get that. But like in the club, I just can't. And like there's a lot of like big, like local, like franchise or chain clubs in the city that definitely do that. And like, I'm not knocking that. There's nights where like Icon, for example, on Friday nights, they play hip hop and rap. And then Saturday nights, they always do Spanish.
Okay.
And like,
I feel like
I respect that.
I feel like Saturday more turned than Friday.
Absolutely. I only ever go to Icon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's probably
because I know what I came for.
That's another thing too. I think also with some of the club like environments and for the DJs in particular, it's like if they have theme nights, you feel me? It's like you can expect that audience will pull up. But if it's just regular like club nights, you feel me? Like why are you pulling up to the club if you're not gonna like dance?
And like if you're not ready to be in the club? If it's not a theme, why are you playing shit that's not gonna make people move?
Exactly. I think that's the problem.
I was talking to my man.
If there is no theme, I feel like the expectations should still be to like play what's gonna make people have a good time.
Facts. Not even just in the club though, at parties too. It be the same shit. Like niggas is playing drill music at the party, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hold you.
This
is
not the environment.
It kind of already boxed me in. So like, what I'm gonna do?
I
might
really
start
can't.
rapping
like,
with it.
You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't about to move. My
niggas, niggas getting stirred. I'm like, bro, like. It's not that type of vibe, bro. Maybe for like one song, bro.
No, but to like do that the whole night, that's like people who wake up and listen to drill at like 7 a.m. And I know people who do that, and I'm like, are
and
y'all
the party's
okay?
getting shut down. They're like, damn, what happened?
Niggas got
why the fuck you playing that music?
What happened?
Like, let's go. Why you playing that music the whole night, nigga? Like, yo,
literally, what happened?
Tell me what happened, nigga. Like,
I think clubs gotta stop playing rap music. That's what it comes down to. Play more music that makes people move.
Not necessarily.
They gotta play more, like, because there's rap music for the club. I feel like
that's not even it. It's like people
of our
just
times though.
Maybe not as much.
There's definitely DJs who definitely make that shit pop. Like,
not the DJs. I'm talking about records.
You can do mixes.
Songs that artists are making right now.
Just the
not
records?
those '90s shit. Not no early 2000s.
Not mixes,
I'm talking about right now.
So it's like it's not like they're mixing the tracks together. Like there's like nothing.
Like off the strength of the song alone. I can't think of a song right now.
There's not as many
in rap that I'm like that shit made me want to dance.
Really? Well, I kind of.
Well, also, I'm not in the club, so don't look at me. I'm not no club nigga.
I mean, I
don't know what I'm talking
though.
about.
Depends on the vibe, bro. If it's like you looking for like slow jam vibe, bro, you can play like Dodger Blue, bro. That song could get it.
Good night. We not listening to that in the club.
That might work out. If depends on the night though. Depends on the vibe.
We're listening to that anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's some dance music in hip hop right now?
That's actually a really good question.
I don't think there is.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think there is.
Give me
it's
three.
Just not really being made by men.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay.
Like, play any Glorilla track, people are dancing. Play any Sexy Red track, people are dancing.
Good point. So it's the niggas. The niggas is the problem. That's what I'm hearing.
Well.
And I'm happy you said it because I didn't want to say it. And now I'm going to speak on it.
Why didn't you want to say it?
Because I'm going to come off.
Like a hater?
Possibly, yes. Possibly.
And you don't think I'm coming off like a hater?
Well, no, because you're coming at it from a woman's perspective.
I feel like it's just facts, though. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I can see the Glorilla going off in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not talking about that angle of it. Okay. I'm talking about from the perspective of men.
No, I'm saying,
but I think men are the problem. That's like they come into the clubs thinking like, yo, I'm about to go spit game at this shorty,
And mind you, they don't even be spitting game either. Mind you, they don't be spitting game.
I think it's a cultural thing. I feel like women, they go to the club, like they go to the club with like their friends, you feel me? And then they're like hyping each other up to dance and engage and da-da-da.
Yep.
The men, they go to the club and they're hyping each other up to like engage.
Go talk to
and then they don't do it
to somebody.
Niggas don't do it.
And it's like, why nigga dance?
Literally dance. Like you're more likely to pull a shorty if you're dancing.
I'm like, why don't you go dance with her?
Yeah. No bullshit.
I thought that was the thing when niggas was younger. I remember my boy Jose. I used to be like, yo, teach me how to dance, bro. I'm trying to dance with the
thing
girl,
is,
bro.
I was
he was like, all right, we're gonna go to the function, we go dance, bro. I was like, this man.
When I used to go to like college parties and shit like that, it would only be to specific music. It would never be to no rap
like
shit.
what?
Like music.
Dance.
That's why I listen to dance.
You feel me? Exactly. Like that's easy to approach a woman and start dancing. You know what I mean? That's nothing. If you playing some fucking whatever Dodger Blue, it's like I'm not walking up to a woman with this song playing.
Cause bro, that's slow jams.
Like that's just, you feel me?
Niggas that's not the type of vibe. That's not the type of energy that niggas have. That's like old head music.
Tight.
If you like,
it's not even old head music. It's just about like the setting. You could play that for a kickback.
Yeah.
You don't.
I know what he's saying though in terms of like the vibe. Though.
Yeah.
Because that's some shit. It's too slow.
It is too slow.
It's too slow.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about it in the context of like niggas who are pulling up to the club because they were trying to talk to somebody. It's like, if you don't understand, if you know your intentions, right? If you know why you're showing up to something, you should also know what comes with being in that environment too.
Yes.
And if you're trying to change the environment to fit your needs instead of accommodating or fitting into the environment, you're just gonna ruin the environment for everybody.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens.
I'm still really stuck on like thinking about like who in the hip hop space like has music that I can dance to right now. Like I'm trying to think of men specifically.
I can't.
Because like I'm still, yeah.
Not the top of my head.
They were saying that they, what was that
like,
fucking?
Damn.
He was listening
like
to
Afrobeats is killing it.
I'm like, wait, let me see. Yeah, I'm like, let me look through my playlist and see if there's anything. Because I'm like,
yeah, like
hip hop wasn't really that genre.
But we'll get off that because I'm more curious to know when it comes to Club DIOSA, that's not the case. You feel me? No. That's not gonna be the situation.
Never.
What I'm really curious about specifically is you have a song off your project called The Chase, right? Featuring Sansa, where you're talking about how like, let's stop wasting time, essentially, right? Do you really mean that though?
Yes.
Cause I feel like,
you know how many people play with me, Eves?
No, but listen, hear me out, right? Hear me out. I feel like it's easy to say that it's like, oh, I'm feeling this dude, let's get to it, right? Cut the chase.
Yeah.
But that's if you also feeling him.
I wrote that from the perspective of feeling.
Okay. Because I'm saying if you're in the club with somebody, it's a guessing game of like, yo, is this person feeling me or not? I could approach them, not approach them.
I did write it about I did write it about someone that I've already like
had history with.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, cause I start the first verse, I said, it's been a minute and I wonder if you're on your own right now.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I know exactly what song you're talking about. It's been a minute since I listened to the project like in full, but I have so many songs like I didn't really like. I'm like now I'm understanding. I'm like, oh, that's your song. Wow, that's tough. That's a good song.
Thank you.
I'm like, listen to. I'm like, yeah, because I be driving so much more now that I'm not as like intentional with like what I'm listening to. It's just whatever shows on them likes. But that song be playing. I'm like, that's your song. That's a great song. Your songs ain't that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. That's good music.
That was like one of the first songs that was ever made, and it took the longest to finish. Like we made that beat like January 2024. Bro.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's
that shit
nice,
was
vibe.
January 2024. We didn't finish the song until this December.
Yeah.
But it's just because they're both busy.
I was about to say, sometimes it takes that time to even get in the same room with some people. You feel me? But the product was gas, though.
It was.
But yeah,
so
like...
give me more context about the story. Because I was looking at it from a whole different perspective that I'll speak on after what you said.
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into the whole tape in general because I wrote it about my experiences with multiple people. Like it's not, the mixtape is not just about one person or one thing. Like it's very multidimensional in the sense that I'm writing about different experiences and then I'm trying to put it into like a club or like a dance perspective. Kind of like, it's very similar to like what Charlie XCX did with Brat. Like I watched like an interview before I started working on the tape where she was like talking about the album and how she sequenced everything very intentionally, going through the emotions that you feel when you're at the club. Like
one night.
How I'm like feeling. Yeah, literally it's supposed to like, that album goes through the course of one night at the club. Yeah. How you might say something stupid, how you might be feeling yourself, how you might want to go home with somebody, how you might cry, how you might laugh, how you might like hate yourself, like all these different things. And I was really inspired by that. And like watching that interview, like while I was already working on the tape, I was like, wow, like this is kind of in tandem with like my life too. And I was just writing about like encounters with people I like have already known, encounters with new people. And I'm a very like nostalgic person. So I tend to write from like a perspective of like reflection or like nostalgia. Which is why a lot of my lyrics tend to call back to being like, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, what the fuck is good? Like, but
what that mean?
Well, like, I feel like sometimes, I mean, as a single woman, obviously, like, because y'all are both in relationships. Like being a single woman, at least being single for a long time, like I be peeping shit. Like I can read energy very well. And sometimes when I'm around people that I've already had history with, I'm like, I'm like, I can't really ignore this like tension or this chemistry. But sometimes I'm too afraid to be like, Miley was good. Right. So instead,
let's just talk about this shit right now.
Yeah. So instead, I'm like, let me just write a little song about it, and maybe they'll listen, and maybe they'll know it's about them. But I don't always tell people that I make songs about them. I've told a couple people like, hey, I wrote this about you, but
damn, so niggas is just like living in the mystery of it all.
Like a lot of people,
oblivious.
I talked about so many people on that damn tape, like people like nobody knows really, and like that's okay. I kind of like that because it adds a mystique to the tape, and the tape already has this like really nice essence of like it's nighttime, we at the club, it's mysterious, you don't know what's going on, you don't know who you could talk to, you don't know who you can run into. So I think like me also not explaining too much like adds to that mystique and like makes it better in a sense, because like it leaves it up to people's interpretation.
Yeah, I think it also helps too because more people can enjoy it for what it is as well.
You know instead of being like, oh, like, well, she wrote this about that person, so like I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah, I be running into that a lot when I'm like writing songs now. It's like I want to keep it like as like general, but it's like you still wanted to have like the personal elements of like what happened, but it's like you also want people to like be able to connect to the story without it being so embedded in your own personal life that it's your story. You know what I'm saying? And that's a struggle to do. You know what I mean? It's also a balance too. It's a balancing act that I feel like
for sure
run into a lot.
Yeah, and I think that I've been having fun with my like less is more bag and like keeping things very simple. Yeah. Just because of like the trajectory I have in mind for not only my mixtape trilogy, but also like when I start to work on an album. Right. Cause like with my album, which I hope to work on like within the next 2 or 3 years, I definitely want it to be like my most personal, like my most raw, my most vulnerable. I definitely will talk about a lot of like personal experiences and like open up a lot more. But like while I'm in this mixtape era, like we're keeping it fun, we're keeping it cute because I'm trying a lot of different shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna say there's a lot of different like not so much like the genres aren't too dissimilar from each other on the project. Like you can tell they're all kind of like in the same like realm essentially. It's like upbeat music. It's music that you would listen to in the club. But there's like pockets and genres where it's like you might go something from like early 2000s, kind of like that hip hop kind of like pop crossover type music to like more, you know what I mean? Like you said, some of those like Latin vibes and it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a little bit like there's variety there.
It's exploration a little bit of spice here, a little bit of spice there, a little bit of spice everywhere.
The variety. It's good. Yes. It's good stuff.
So then with Capsule 2, where would you say, or how does it reflect your life right now? Because it comes off to me with some of the songs that it's like, yo, like, I might want to talk to this guy over here. I might want to be out till 4 a.m. It sounds very fun. Yeah. Yes. But do you feel like that's really reflective of where you are right now in life?
Yeah, for like 80% of it. Yeah, for sure. Cause obviously like I'm not a full-time artist. Like I still work part-time. So like I do face a lot of like struggle and stress and strife in my personal life here and there. But I think like being able to make something that is so like fun and expressive and free, I think that kind of, it helped me in a way like to just let things roll off. Like I still face a lot of bullshit, but I'm able to be like, whatever, bro, like I don't care. Like shit happens to everyone all the time. Like I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna dance it out for the weekend and we'll come right back and we'll see what happens. And I think it's definitely a really good reflection of my life right now too, because of my like confidence and just like where I've gotten just in the community and in the scene. Cause I'm only like 2 years into this shit. Like it wasn't like I'm not a vet, you know?
What do you mean by that when you say like 2 years into this? Like, are you talking about like
being into the scene? Gotcha. Yeah. Like I've been making music for almost 5 years, but I've been like only making my own music for like 5 years. I've been singing my whole life, dancing my whole life. So like to be only making music of my own for like such a short amount of time and my life changing so like rapidly in that 5-year span is like very crazy. So like for everything to kind of just be on this like one fast track, it feels very like surreal. And sometimes it's really hard to process and keep up with, especially when it comes to like the things I experience in my personal life, like my love life, my relationships, my friendships, my hardships that I face like with my family or like in my work life, like whatever it may be. Like I think sometimes it's kind of like how Doechii made like Denial is a River, and she's like, we ain't got but we ain't got time to stop. The charts need us. Okay. Like talking about like how she can't process shit either. Like it's very parallel. Like I feel that way too. And I think that just because of like only being in the scene since 2023, a lot has changed. A lot has happened for me very rapidly. I have like a lot more public attention. And sometimes like that can make you feel very weird. Yeah. Like even to think about it on a scale where like I'm not famous right now. Like I have not made it out of Boston. Like I'm not like in a mainstream space. And to already face issues that like A-list celebrities face or like problems that are similar, like definitely not the same or on the same scale remotely, like to face that,
I think it's definitely weird. You break down to
me what that is.
Like, what's
so like,
example?
Just like, you know, people having, I think it boils down to perception and like how I'm perceived. And like, people will really think they know you and they don't know shit about you. And I'm like,
you telling us.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like, y'all, like, I don't know, like people will come up to me and they're like, oh my God, like, is that DIOSA? And I'm like, I mean, like yes, maybe, but,
who's asking like
but like also like, hello, what happened to hello? Hi, how are you? Like,
yeah, facts.
And it's just, I think it, I don't know, like, it's just, I do like I do struggle sometimes with being perceived because it comes with a lot of envy. It comes with a lot of jealousy. Yeah. It comes with a lot of like backlash and hate, like all these negative things, like sometimes can overrule like the positive things about like being so public and being so open and expressive and sharing myself so vulnerably. Yeah. So I think like to experience so much so fast, it kind of made me like realize like, damn, like I really like have lived and died by this shit my whole life. I really need to like step into that power and just like own this part of who I am. Because it's like who I am to my core. Yeah. So I need to walk with confidence. I need to exude confidence in my music.
Sure.
And I think making music that combines my passions of dance and music, like it definitely elevated my confidence. Cause I'm like, I want to dance to this.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gonna want to dance to this. And that makes me feel like I'm accomplishing what I've wanted to accomplish since I was a kid. Like I've always wanted to combine those two. Cause I started dancing when I was 2, started singing when I was 3. You know what I'm saying? And my goal has always been to be like a recording and touring artist. And like to have a successful tour, low key, the dance element is important.
No bullshit.
And I feel like if I'm making music already right now that is putting me in a disciplinary mode of like, this could be really elevated and brought to life on a stage. It can really be elevated and brought to life in a club. Obviously that in turn, like that makes me feel great. Right. So like, I feel like the project is really like in sync with where my life is, like, especially with the way that like things are going, doing like exploring my DJ side now too. It's like, that also comes with a confidence. You know, you can't be a DJ and not have confidence.
No, for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm happy you brought that back up because I was thinking about it as you were saying it, where, you know, you're talking about even trying to establish like the balance of all the things that are going on in life. It's like, so why take on something new? That's going to have a learning curve.
I like learning.
It's going to take time away from you that you could have been investing into what it is that you want for yourself, being a recording artist. You know what I mean? Being a touring recording artist.
But that's also part of it. Like I want to implement that into my music and my art and like my artistry.
So you believe that there's a way, there's a space for them to all merge together?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's a space for you to do anything.
For sure.
You photographing.
But sometimes, and that's why, but this is why I pose the question.
You photographing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking crazy.
They got his Shakespeare shit, making no words. But this is why I pose the question, because I know for myself sometimes I'm like, damn, me being so deeply invested into one thing is taking time away from another thing.
You feel it's about but you always feel like it's detracting. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like there's like,
I think sometimes the balance is the sacrifice as well, though.
Yes, 100%.
I think sometimes that is part of the balance. That it's like, yo, for me, maybe, bro, I haven't made a beat in the last maybe like 4 or 5 months.
For real?
You got to carve out time for that.
Because it's like,
if you care about it, though, carve out time for it.
No, but here's the thing, right?
I didn't know that.
Here's the thing. I'm putting in so much extra energy into some of the projects that I'm working on right now. That's a necessary sacrifice.
And it ebbs and it flows.
6 months from now, I'm gonna open up my laptop and it's like right back to business.
Absolutely.
But it's like sometimes we love to say, yo, just do it all, but it's like that's not real.
It's not realistic. Yeah, it's not realistic to do it all at the same time.
All the time. Not all the time. You can do it sometimes for short periods.
At the same time, all the time, it's not realistic.
It's impossible.
Unless like we're rich and famous. You feel me?
Exactly.
Or unless it's tying into everything all together. Because
that is true.
I think that's one of the things we see with a lot of artists where it's like you mentioned like the DJing, like there's some folks who are learning learn how to play instrument, learning all these things, but then like it's for the sake of like their overall like artistic pursuit. Mm-hmm. So they might be on stage and then like part of their set is them like making a beat on the spot or like
like you see Erykah Badu like live sequence on her MIDI.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. You feel me?
Brian's son.
And facts. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? She was doing that too. And I think that's part of it is like people, I think if you're depending on what it is, because I think some of the stuff like it does need its own dedicated like space. Absolutely. You feel me, to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Like you can't be like shooting the event and performing at the event.
Absolutely
at
not.
the same time.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me? So that makes sense.
That'd be impressive if you do it.
I don't know. If there's somebody out there who does that, kudos to you, because I don't know how y'all do that.
They gotta put like the handheld joint, the wireless joint.
They about to start using the Ray-Bans, the like meta glasses.
That's gotta you might be onto something with that one though, actually, because
it's a lot more affordable than I would have thought.
Yeah.
I thought they're gonna be like
it's the AI.
Upwards of 5.
It's the AI.
Like 3 something.
It's because the AI, it makes it easy. Yeah. So it's like it doesn't have to cost as much. Because you don't have to be as skilled to use it. And that means the technology doesn't have to be as developed. Because the software is more developed than the hardware.
It's really crazy to think about.
Yeah, bro, no cap. But yeah, so I think that if it's for the sake of like the artistry in general, then it is like something that I think, like you said, it's worth the sacrifice. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just about being creative and finding ways to like tie it all back together too.
I am really used to, what were you going to say?
No, because I think you bring up a good point too about like, we look at certain people like, damn, but they're doing it, but they also have a lot of privilege that we don't got.
Yeah,
like,
I think
I love someone like Virgil. You feel me? That's an example of someone who's like, that nigga was doing a lot of shit all at once. But it's like, yo, that nigga also has the time to do that.
Time,
that's his job.
Money, resources.
I can't look at him and think like, I gotta be like that because I'm not there yet.
I mean, but you can make the best of what you have now.
Of course, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm a firm believer, like, you were talking about how it's like sacrificial. Yeah. I've been used to sacrificing time and everything like since I was little. Because like growing up as a dancer, like you're growing up with this different type of discipline, this different type of structure, this different type of sacrifice. Yeah. Like I was going to school and dancing 7 days a week. Like that shit was not stopping for me for like the first 12 years of my life. So like I've always been very used to like, okay, we're gonna do this at this time and then go immediately do this. I triple book myself on my days off from work. Like I'm used to this shit. I can't like, it's very like case by case for people. Cause like my experience with that might not be someone else's experience, but I'm used to like sacrifice. And because it's something that I care about, I'm always gonna like try to balance every scale. You feel me? And I also, again, I love learning, which is why like, even though I'm kind of in like this like very high point with my music and my music career and my artistry after like just coming off of release, I am still gonna try something new and pick something up because I love to learn. Yeah. And like, that's doing something for my soul that like, I don't know, like it's also, I believe in divine timing too, because like, I haven't performed a lot this year because my voice has been going through a lot. Like I had laryngitis in the winter. So like, I feel like I'm still actively recovering from that. Like I definitely have not been able to sing with the same strength that I did like this time last year. Right. So like, because of that, I'm kind of like, taking my pros and my cons. Yeah, and like,
it's perfect time to like pick something.
It's perfect time for me to express myself musically without having to, always be performing or always be recording or always be singing. I don't have the time for it right now anyways. Like, because I'm not just depending on myself. I also have to depend on the schedules of other people. Sure. So like, I feel like, it's like the perfect time for me to be like, hey, like, this is something I've been dying to do. Yeah. And that's why, like, when I got the call, I was like shitting.
Hell yeah.
I was shitting. I was so scared. Because I was like, first of all, I was like, how the fuck do y'all know me? How do y'all even know that I DJ? Like, I was with my mom and my cousin, and I was like, should I say yes? Like, I'm really scared. Like, I don't know if I should do this. And they were like,
why? It would have been the first time?
Yeah.
And it has to be the first time eventually.
No bullshit.
And that's what they said. And that's why I was like, I have a month to like actually dedicate myself and discipline myself and practice. It's more than enough time because I already had the fundamentals of DJing before accepting this gig. I had it on my back for months, since September, like I said. So like, and like even before that, because like I curate playlists, I have great taste. I created like a list like last year of like songs that I wanted to put together in a DJ blend. Cause like this is something I've been wanting to do.
Right.
So I was like, I don't lack fundamentals. I just lack discipline and practice. And I think also being in a like space in my life where I set up time to like practice and discipline myself, it's like giving me structure and giving me routine. Right. And I really like that because without that, I kind of like lose myself a lot and I tend to like spiral out.
That right there, I think is really important because you touched on it even earlier. It's just like, if you feel like you want to express something, by all means, you should get it out. You know what I mean?
100%.
I think about even someone like 3 Stacks right now, right? Andre 3000 when he's
doing some really great shit
the piano
right
project.
I haven't listened to it yet. Is it good? Have you heard it?
Oh no, that's just terrible. But
no, not the piano joint.
That's just terrible.
You don't like the piano joint?
No, that's just terrible.
I haven't listened to
I'm talking about the flute.
The flute joint was fire. My fault.
The flute joint.
I was asking about the piano one.
The piano one is chips.
I ain't like the flute.
That shit is ass.
I haven't listened to the piano. I didn't like the flute one. I thought it was
the flute one.
I like
it's not bad. I like the song. It's just like, yo.
It's just like, if you want to meditate, you put it on in the background. If you want to get some work done, if you want to answer some emails.
He's not nice with it.
Cut it on. Yeah.
That's why I was like.
The piano shit is chips. I don't care what anyone tells me. That shit is terrible.
But I would never knock him for expressing himself and doing what he's doing.
No. Yo, 3 Stacks, I fuck with you. Shit's chips.
He's selling it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
He shouldn't.
He was selling the flute album though.
Nigga, that shit.
That joint got nominated for the Grammy.
But hear me out. I fuck with the fact that he wanted to express himself in that way and he did it. You know, I think a lot of times artists, damn, that's me.
That's not me, word.
That shit gonna keep ringing. Hold up.
Do not disturb.
I have to call you back. My fault.
Damn, nigga taking calls during the pod.
Because it's gonna keep ringing. It's gonna keep ringing. I had to think about it. I was like, I don't want it to keep ringing and pick it up on the mic.
Yeah, you don't got your phone on. Do not disturb.
But the laptop is connected. So even if it's D&D on the phone,
it'll be connected.
Picked up on the
it's connected, bro.
We're gonna find out.
It is definitely connected, bro. We all got the same. We got the same setup, damn near. Like
I ain't doing it. I'm learning something new.
Back on 3 Stacks. Right.
So boom, right? Him expressing himself in that way, I think is really, really dope because I think artists get caught up in the chase of perfection. That it's like, oh, if I'm gonna do something,
is real as
if
fuck.
I'm gonna put it out, it has to be super polished.
Which is real as fuck because I'm a perfectionist myself.
But I've always appreciated the people or the artists who are like, yo, I'm just gonna show or share what's going on in my head and I'm gonna present it in the way that it is.
There's beauty in shit not being perfect.
Even if it's not perfect.
I think that
there's so much beauty in that.
What makes the Andre 3000 joint so fire too, though, is that he's not like.
You didn't even listen to it though.
Not that. I'm talking about the flute. I don't know. I'm talking about the flute joint because I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that, but it's like he's not saying I'm the best at this thing.
Yeah.
He's not saying that this is the most.
He's not the best flautist in the world.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes it dope.
Flautist.
I
think that's how you. I think that's how you say someone who plays the flute is a flautist. A flautist.
Well, you know. Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's valid. Like he's not saying that he's the best, so it's like, bro, like you get this part of me because this is what I choose to put out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not supposed to be the best version of this thing. It's not even the best version of what I'm capable of right now. I probably because by the time he dropped
that's what makes it beautiful.
Probably already
better
than he is by the time he dropped.
Oh yeah, no, he said like all these shits are old.
Yeah,
he's been sitting on it for a while. But I think even what he's doing, it's like it pushes the creative landscape further by showing people like there's different ways to express yourself besides the way you came out.
And I think that that's important to. I think it's important to keep representing that because we're in a generation and a space and time in music right now where everything feels so like elitist and like I have to be better than you or I have to do this better than you or I have to do this before you do it. Like why can't we all just do it? Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't matter.
You gotta cook. Especially when you're talking about like coming up together too.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes so many different artists like so special now, because they were able to come up alongside each other. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm trying to be better than you, and that's it. Like, if you get an opportunity, I'm trying to get the better opportunity. I'm not even showing up for you, nigga. If you know what I mean? It's like, niggas, I feel like you have to be able to like grow together and build upwards together while also maintaining your artistic integrity. Because I think a lot of times some people be like, oh, I'm only with these people. Some people sacrifice. Because they're like, I'm only with these people because I know that it's going to help elevate me. Because it's going to give me clout or whatever. If it means I have to look a certain way or do a certain thing, I'll do it. It's like, nah. No. It's not high school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, but see what you just said right there, I think that's a good point that people need to like recognize too. Yeah. He's able to do that because he's put in the work to allow him to be able to do that type of shit now. Yeah. You feel me? He has the rapport to be like, yo, look at my catalog. I have the freedom to put out shitty music now.
But even coming up though, that was something, they were doing something different than a lot of the niggas in Atlanta was doing at the time. Because it was nice. They were not, but
it wasn't questionable. It wasn't subjective at that point. It's subjective. Them niggas is nice.
No, Outkast
is so not nice. But he's Andre 3000. He could do that. Yeah. You feel me? He's put in the work that he could do that.
But
don't get it twisted. You can't put out shitty shit and not be good, and then think niggas gonna fuck with it.
You gotta be nice. You gotta be nice at some.
Yeah,
you gotta build the trust. Build the trust.
And because of that too, that's why I really stand 10 toes on the opinion that not everybody should be making music just because they can.
That's a fact.
But
yes, but no. But yes.
Nah, I think that's facts.
Yes and no.
You should.
But just because you can doesn't mean that you should.
Any of us could do it.
Because we
wasn't always nice.
Yeah,
niggas wasn't always.
I was better than them niggas. That's how. I say it like this. I say it like this.
Art is subjective, but like subjectively, there's some shit that's
everyone gotta start somewhere.
Bro, it's like this. If you're a vocalist, right? You can say, oh, I sing. I'm more talented, like vocally, like on the strength of my voice than a lot of other people. That doesn't mean that I should become a singer, right? But if you start engaging, you start writing your songs and like, yo, I can put this together. I'm actually doing it. Then by all means, you feel me, become like a singer-songwriter. On the flip side of that though, if you can have a great voice, but your songs, you don't know how to even put pen to paper, you don't got a songwriter, you don't know anything. Some help. Yeah, but here's the thing, if you're not doing that though, and you're still doing it, and people is like, I don't know. At some point, you gotta be like, either you need to lock in and grind, or you need to drop the pen, bro, forever.
Yeah.
Like we losing. Just almost say we losing employees to the music.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Losing good careers to the music.
Yeah, and like people are literally taking up space that could be for someone else. That's actually like serious about the shit, good with the shit, like
especially if you consider all the different factors that come into it on a level perspective. Some people are beginner level and they're putting in more work than people that have been doing it for like years. Those people that have been doing it for years, you only get the opportunity because you've been doing it for years.
No, literally.
But the talent, the skill, and the effort that you're putting in is not matching up to the people that have just started, that are trying to learn all the fundamentals and they're getting it down and they're willing to like adapt, they're willing to grind, they're willing to get it done. And then in 5 years, those same people, they might be in the same predicament as you, but they might not be. I'm more willing to give opportunity to want to engage with people that want to work. You know what I'm saying? Than I am the people that are kind of sitting still, or the people that are like good enough. You feel me? And like,
I think it'll just chalk up to your credibility later on too. Like I feel that way very strongly. Like I agree with you so hard because that's how I am. Yeah. Like I can't wait to like really be like in mainstream or like be more up than I am right now, to the point where like I can really like pat myself on the back and be like, yeah, the shit I was making before I was famous is good quality because I cared.
No bullshit.
And because I've always been disciplined.
I'm being intentional
and I'm being intentional about my artistry because like this is why I live. Like this is what I'm here for. Like I don't ever take that lightly.
And you don't want to look back on the shit and be like, damn, I was not putting in effort. I was not working hard. Yeah. Now it make my life way harder now.
Like I can look back at a lot of my projects and be like, you know, like I could have done it better. But I never look back at shit and be like, I could have worked harder.
Type shit.
Because I like everything I've made, I put every fiber of my being into it. At least the best that I could.
Exactly.
At the time I was doing it with the tools I was given, like I always put 100% of my shit into
because you know
my
your
art.
Circumstances. I feel like it's the same thing. Like when people are putting in the effort now, like they think some stuff that they're doing is like enough, and it's like, yeah, sure, depending on your circumstances. But when you know, like, you don't have much else going on and you're still like just showing up, it's like, bro, you can do more.
And I literally don't have shit else going on. I dropped out of school for this.
Type shit. This is you wouldn't make those sacrifices if it wasn't going to be everything.
This is my life. Exactly. I dropped out of college to do this.
Feel me?
And like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have even went to college.
Because this is how much you want.
bro, this is my only option. Like genuinely, like I've thought about the trajectory of my life lately, like in the last 5 years. Cause like I only started working in 2022. Like my parents didn't let me work. I was very privileged for that. God bless. But I didn't get my first job until I was 19. Cause my parents they wanted me to focus on school.
Or shit.
And it wasn't until I dropped out of college, they were like, okay, you could go get a job.
Work. Yeah, makes sense.
And like, I was even thinking about that recently, like with working in a restaurant, I was like, how long can I really see this shit going for? Like, this is not my life.
Type shit.
This is not my life. Like, I'm playing this role right now because at the end of the day, I know that what I need to be doing and what I want to be doing is not synonymous with this career for shit. It'll give me so many connections. There's like a benefit to it. I meet so many people. I get so many connections. I network a lot when I'm at work, but that's not my life. Like, am I gonna be like a fucking restaurant manager? No.
So I have a question for you. You said it a couple of times. I'm curious to know. Do you want to be famous? I feel like a lot of people shy away from saying that.
I mean, like
famous, like Amos famous, like famous. Like,
I don't care to be like A-list. No, okay, but what I like to achieve a certain level of like fame or like credibility for my music and like popularity and audience reach, absolutely.
I respect that.
That's like all I've ever wanted to do in my life.
Why? What is your why?
Because like my mom tells me all the time too. She's like, I feel like you were just born to share this, and like it's your obligation to share this. This is my God-given talent. God gives you talents to share them with people. This is what I have to do. Like, that's my calling. That's like literally, it makes me emotional because like it's real.
Yeah.
Like, that is God ordained. Like, you would be doing yourself a disservice if you don't share your God-given talent. And like, God has a bigger plan for everyone. And like, I don't know what my bigger plan is. I'm just letting him guide me. And I think that where I'm being guided is to be like this person that is very acclaimed, this person that's very well known, this person that is sharing with thousands, maybe even millions of people. I don't know the level of fame I'll have if I get there, but if and when I do, like, I know that it's because like I have a calling to share this. Like, my art is never really, for me, it's never really meant to be kept in.
Yeah.
Especially like growing up as a performing artist. Like, I've never kept any of my art to myself.
Right.
I've always been sharing. I've always been on a stage. I've always been like demonstrating and like being this like this thing, like this spectacle for people. And like, you know, that comes with a good thing and a bad thing. You know, it comes at a price.
Everything
but like everything in life does. And I think just the experiences I've had in life and the way my life has gone, it's definitely like very clear to me and to people around me that like that is where I'm headed for a reason. Like, and I was outcasted as a kid. I was made fun of a lot, like by friends and family.
Why did they make fun of you?
Niggas be making fun of you for anything. No,
bro, I was getting bullied. I was getting bullied for having gap teeth and like wanting to learn about space.
Yeah, niggas bully niggas for anything.
See, she could have been an astronaut.
No bullshit.
And I had a lot of passions, like as a kid. Like, I had so many aspirations, and that's why I fully believe in like, this is my main calling, but I'm not limited to this.
Right, for sure.
Like,
of course.
I want to ask you, do you want to be famous?
Well, I want to be famous. I want to have a level of influence.
Yeah, I want to have a level of influence. I don't necessarily know if it's like, oh my God, like fame and like celebrity that I'm chasing. Like, but I definitely want to be well known for sure.
I just want heightened levels of influence. I want to be able to influence my people to do better and to like do things that I know are going to be contributed to like a better society for myself and for them. You know what I'm saying? I think like that's what it is. Like, that's the mission at the end of the day. It's like, I believe in like social change, like firmly, you feel me? And I want to see those things come to life. And I think that the only way that they come to life is because it's unfortunate, right?
A level of notoriety.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? But that's the way that our society works, is that people do not want to hear the things that they need to hear unless it comes from someone they want to hear it from.
Bro, truth hurts. I'm sorry. Like, truth hurts, but it needs to be said.
I pose that question because, like I said, I think a lot of people And maybe to your point, the nonchalantness, people want to come off cool. Like a lot of people be like, no, I don't want the fame. It's like,
I want
you
the
wouldn't
fame.
be doing
be
what
honest.
you wouldn't be doing. No, yeah, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing unless you wanted a lot of people to receive it.
Bro, you know how many people?
Like,
you know how many people I know?
Keep it a buck, my nigga.
I never wanted the fame, bro. I just wanted the money and the bond.
I've known so many people
that
that like make, and again, this ties to my point of like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
Because the intention isn't always there. I've known so many people that give up music because they're like, bro, this shit's not gonna take me nowhere. I'm not gonna cut that check. Why is that all you care about?
Type shit. Mm-hmm. It's about like, it's also about like,
why is that what you
care about? How are you exerting your passion? You feel me? Like, are you passionate about it or not? You feel me? Do you rock with it or not? Because you don't have to be. Like,
Sama be saying, do you really love this shit?
Type shit.
And I really feel him. Because do you really love this shit?
Yeah.
So then
you don't have to be a famous artist to be an artist still though. Like, why are you like maneuver? You know what I'm saying? That's what gets me. Niggas don't even be willing to like maneuver or utilize their craft still to do something. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Like, and that's the part that
it's
gets
just
me the
wasted
most.
potential, bro.
It's very interesting. I don't understand the mindset, but hey, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Are you willing?
Not me.
There's a lot that I'm not willing to do. There's a lot that I'm not willing to do.
What I want to know is, are you willing to? I'm gonna say this very carefully. Are you willing to trade off the access, or more so, I guess, the invasiveness of people wanting to be more privy to your life with acquiring notoriety and fame? Because you said earlier that you're very, when people come up to you and it's like, yo, da da da, you're like, I don't even know you like that. But with more notoriety, the more likely that is to happen. Yeah. Now, obviously, you can control how much of your life you put out.
Absolutely.
But you can't control how much people want to know.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
And are you willing to trade that off?
No. Like, I think.
It's like, fuck it.
Like, I think there's.
That's what comes with it, you know?
It's what comes with it, one. And two, like, I've always been very authentic. Like, I'm never gonna, if I don't want to share something, I'm not gonna share it. If I don't want to explain something, I'm not gonna explain it. And like, that might piss a lot of people off. Do I care? No. Like, and I don't think that that's something that's gonna change for me if I gain more attention. Like, especially like if I get good PR training, like, bro, there's a lot of shit you don't have to share.
But all that shit comes with then first. You can have all the amazing PR around you. You are in control of what
your
you
own
put
PR
out there
training.
and what's reflective of you.
Yep,
you feel me? I'm sure the baby had a bunch of PR around him. That nigga still on stage said what the fuck he said. It's just like, now we looking at it like, what do we do now? Like, how we clean this up?
Guarantees,
like,
no guarantees.
Yeah,
you never know these days, bro.
There's a lot that I'm like not willing to compromise for when it comes to like just having, like knowing that my art is going to take me somewhere. There's a lot that I'm not willing to do for that. There's a lot that I'm not willing to do to achieve that. There's a lot that I'm just not going for. Like, I'm not going to, because like at the end of the day, it comes down to like how I feel as a person.
Right.
If it goes against my morals, I ain't going. Like,
type shit.
Truthfully, I ain't going. Like, there's a lot.
I need more people to think like that. Okay.
And I like, you know, I'm never gonna knock people for, you know, like actually being willing to do things to get to the top. But like, it just personally wouldn't be me.
Right.
And just because I don't knock what they're doing either, doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to what their intention might be.
Yeah.
Because that definitely boils down to intention.
For sure.
You're doing shit. If you're willing to do shit that compromises your morals just for like fame or celebrity or money, like I'm definitely questioning your intention with that shit. Like, you just want status.
Facts.
You just want power.
You're giving up who you are for what you want to be.
Yeah, and that in turn will just make you feel mad shitty.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, when all the lights, all the money, all the awards, all the accolades, when all that shit is gone, who do you have? And I always think about that. I don't want to be in a point in my life where I have all these gifts and all these blessings from God and all this like success and accomplishment and achievement and be like, damn, but like, am I living my life the way I want to live it? Am I living it surrounded by love and support and genuineness? Like, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people that are famous don't have that for shit.
No bullshit.
And I don't want to be like that. A lot of the thing, like the good thing about fame is that like it shows you a lot of what you don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a great example. There's a lot that shows you what you could be and what you might want to be, you know, in terms of resources, attention, you know, accessibility. But there's a lot, because of how fucked up the industry can be, there's a lot that shows you like, damn, I don't want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
plain and simple. Like,
you got me thinking, right? Because obviously one of the bigger conversations right now in terms of like just like pop culture is the Met Gala, right? And there's a lot of conversations around that, what people are wearing, all the celebrities. You know, it's like a moment where it feels like the elitists are being, you know, just like spotlighted. One of those few instances. You got the Grammys, you got the Emmys. The Met Gala's in there as well. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But you have someone like Telfar Clemens who made, I wouldn't even say a statement because he's been saying this for a very long time. This is just reflective of who he is. But he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be at that shit. You feel me? He was like, I'm not for it.
Especially not this year.
Especially not this year. To give them more context, because the theme is dandyism, right? I believe the dress code was super fine tailoring to yourself, but the dress, not the dress code, the theme was dandyism, which more so black dandyism, I think curated by like A$AP Rocky, Pharrell, LeBron. I was surprised by that. I was like, LeBron.
Yeah.
But like, how's
Coleman
this happening?
Domingo,
People, right?
and I think Doechii was on the board too.
Perhaps. I'm not sure if Doechii was.
Maybe.
But you have someone like Telfar who was like, I don't like when you guys pick and choose when you want to incorporate black culture. You feel me? It's a picking game. That it's like, hey, now that we're highlighting blacks, we want you to have a seat at the table.
Shit,
it's like,
but not every year.
It's like, I deserve this every year.
All the time.
So if you're going to pick and choose it, I'm going to pick for myself. I'm not going to be a part of it.
And I think that shows so
valid.
much validity and maturity and like just self-worth and self-value. Like that's someone who knows themselves.
Yeah.
Like I think that also is a reason why like the Met this year was very questionable, because a lot of people didn't know their place and like know to like bow out of that shit.
That's what I'm
There's a lot of people that did not need to be at the Met this year.
Facts.
And they were there. And they absolutely ruined it. Like,
yeah,
it made the Met a flop, like low key.
You think collectively it was a flop?
No.
Okay.
No. I think in part,
but there's a lot of flops.
There was a lot of flops in it.
Okay.
But I think as a whole, that was black excellence. Like that was beautiful.
So, but white people were invited to the event.
So, from my understanding, yes. So, answer the question, yes.
So they're same theme though.
Same theme.
I just feel like in that case, like
I would have been like, nah,
here's the thing,
bro, as a white person, you got to be like, no, that's not for me. I can't do this.
But that's why I feel like you shouldn't.
How do you even pick up the fit? How do you like? If you're a designer, you want them in your clothes for this one.
But that's why I feel like.
No, I just think about the conversations. It was like, yo, I see the theme. I need you. Like they're putting that like I don't know. Like,
yeah, that's kind of works.
But again, like
the designers are like, oh, we're picking this person.
It's just weird. It's weird to me too, still, because it's like
I need you in this dress, Emma Chamberlain. I need you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we can't get into it. We could look at some of these outfits.
We will look at some of the outfits, but I just really think that ties back to like,
I'm crying.
This is why I don't feel like you should pick and choose a time to demonstrate blackness. Like
facts.
Because like what? Because now that you're picking this Met theme to demonstrate blackness, you're seeing white people there and it's pissing you off.
For sure. And I think
when like it never really had to be like that, because there's no time and place for that.
I think people need to have the self-awareness to recognize what Nate was saying. It's like, I don't gotta be here for this one. Or you know what I mean? Like, I'll pop out. You don't gotta capture me this time. You feel me? Like, cause like
if I would have been
have a place here.
Like, yeah, like I don't know. It's just
so are we all looking at the same thing right now? We're starting at one, right?
I just pulled it up.
So we can go through
the Vogue one. The Vogue one.
Yeah, we can go through it real quick.
Yeah, because I want to rate some of these fits.
Valid, not valid.
Rihanna, valid.
This is a good
easy
one.
That's an easy one.
Coleman Domingo,
I'm gonna say not
very
valid. I'm gonna say not valid.
I don't think this is valid.
The second fit he had was valid.
No,
this little get up right here, this wizardry shit.
He was actually paying homage to someone who passed away.
Okay, see now
who was it? Who was it?
Like now I can't.
I don't remember his name, but he was paying homage to someone who's been at the Met for years. I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
That's the case.
But he was in like a blue robe.
I recant my statements.
He was paying homage.
He
can't be mad at it.
Nigga do
and I honestly really liked it. It was super regal. This is very regal. Are you kidding?
It might be a
Lewis
little too
Hamilton.
Regal. So okay, so here's the thing.
I'm gonna say valid.
Here's my thing. what do they mean by black dandyism? They're not talking about like a very particular sector of like black American historical culture.
Yeah.
Why they got Lewis Hamilton? I'm sorry. Listen, I fuck with Lewis Hamilton.
Not from here?
He's British. Rihanna also not, but he's British. He's like, he don't even spend that much time over here.
I don't think it should be boiled down to like if you're from America or not.
But
they all black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is black. I mean?
Like, they all black, so I feel like it. I feel like it canceled out because they all black. It doesn't.
I feel like
really
Lewis Hamilton, and you know this. I'll say this: the fit's crazy. The fit's good.
I fuck with the fit. For real.
But what I do feel like though is that I feel like. No, I thought it was boring. I think the thing is though, like when you say like tailor made, I feel like a lot of people already were like, I'm gonna just wear a suit. But there's so much more.
His suit is crazy though.
That is nice. There's a lot that you can do like simplistically.
I don't really know if I like the hat.
I think if you are gonna wear a suit, accessorize that shit. You know,
and that also accessories. I'm seeing like
and that's why his fit is good because you're accessorizing, and that also ties into dandyism because you're trying to show this, trying to exude this.
It's supposed to be very flaunty. Yeah. Film is supposed to be very.
It's supposed to be flaunty, exuberant, flamboyant.
When I think of like
extravagant, I think it's supposed to be overly.
I think of like the Harlem Renaissance when people put their best shit on.
You're
just like, yo, them niggas look.
And I feel like people did not lean into that enough.
That's why I'm surprised Pharrell flopped in my opinion.
And a lot of people,
he ain't do it. I ain't
like it. Surprised Pharrell flopped.
I'm not surprised.
Don't do that.
Pharrell.
I'm not surprised. His Met looks haven't impressed me over the past couple years.
I can't recall.
Same thing with Rocky. He did not impress me.
Yeah, he did not impress me with a jacket.
I like the umbrella thing though. That shit look like a gun. I'm like, yo, that shit kind of fly.
His accessory, I can never That's
not fly. I like the umbrella. It look like a gun.
His ability to accessorize will always make me happy, but he played it so safe. He played it very safe.
And I like the collar of his joint, but it's like it's played down. It's not played up. Everything is subtle.
A lot of people played it safe with this theme, and I don't think that was needed.
Even the shoes, like
I don't think that was necessary.
Who's that behind him? I like that little jacket they got on.
Right. Type shit.
Emma Chamberlain, not valid.
Not valid, and also did not need to be there. I don't gotta
say much. Lala Anthony, I don't think it's valid.
Hold on.
No.
I'm not fucking with it like that.
And I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I don't know.
But now we can talk.
Tiana Taylor!
Who made that dress?
This was my Met Gala fit.
It was archival.
Fuck with the Lala Anthony joint.
I'm not fucking with it like that, nigga.
It just wasn't. It wasn't dandy enough.
It's like half and half.
I don't like that.
I think that's kind
of. It was more like classy. It was not dandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Tiana Taylor,
that's
like okay. See?
This bitch is dandy as fuck.
That's some dandy shit.
This is some cunty shit.
I fuck with that.
The do-rag under the hat.
This is tough.
But
it's Tiana Taylor though.
Tiana Taylor always impresses me. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best fit I've seen
like,
so far. She gotta make everyone else's fit look chips.
No
bullshit.
Yeah.
Now I'm scrolling back. I'm about to take
this was probably my favorite Met
like,
Gala fit.
That's valid.
It was the first one I saw, and it was the best one.
Because you go to the next person, it's like, damn, they put you after Tiana.
Nah, her shit's crazy.
I'm not fucking with it.
Her shit is fire.
I like the hair, and I like the shape of the skirt. I like the shape of it.
I don't like the shoes.
It's not for me.
But it's, a lot of people played it very safe. Zendaya also played it very safe.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It was very chic. But someone else came dressed very similarly to her. Which also made it lose points because she played it safe.
I don't know.
We're going to skip the next one, right?
We're skipping Hailey Bieber.
There's nothing to talk about.
We're also skipping Kendall Jenner.
These are bad fits.
Io, I really like.
I fuck with it.
I fucked with Io.
I do fuck with it.
And she was paying homage to her dad's heritage. With the red, with the beads.
Gotcha.
Which I really fucked with. The lapels on the jacket were also really fire.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
Io from Boston, so I give it to her. That's tough.
A lot of the fits that I really liked, I was paying attention to texture and like accessory and like
which makes sense for this
intentionality. Yeah. I'm skipping Raul Domingo.
I didn't like it.
Don't really care.
Anna Wintour,
girl.
I wasn't a fan of it. I'm not a fan of
I'm skipping a lot of these.
The Anna Wintour one's kind of tough.
Even
but it's because she's old. So it reminds me of that era. Like, I'm like, he was probably there a little bit. So, like, I'll just wear what I seen him wear.
I was surprised by La Roche. I expected more.
I expected more from La Roche.
I'm not gonna lie, I did expect more.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't get it.
I also expected way more from Tyla because I didn't like her carpet fit. I liked her pre-Met Gala fit. She had this, like, orange. Oh, my God. It was so beautiful. She had, like, this orange fit. It was way more dandy than this. Mm-hmm. And I thought she was going to step like that. I'll try to look it up.
She made the wrong call.
I'll try to look it up. Hold on.
My nigga Dapper Dan.
No, it's not.
8.
You don't fuck with it?
What?
Why?
I feel like it's too.
I feel like it's on.
I gotta explain why.
This was her pre-Met Gala fit. And I really liked this.
Yeah, she should have.
This shit was dandy as fuck.
You know what I really like about
she learning. She learning.
I think that I don't like his shoes.
Let me see.
He got on bowling shoes.
I kind of love it. I don't know.
I do think that the top is dope. Like I like his jacket.
Would you have liked it better if it was reversed? Like where you see the white, you black, and where you see black,
I might have been crazy. Nah. I would also just want more like texture on the shoes. But I think that the hat.
I love the texture of the lace on his.
The jacket. It's like his torso is hitting. Everything else. His
torso is hitting is such a crazy sentence. His torso is hitting.
Everything else is. Yo, who's this?
Anok. She's a model.
This is good.
This is good.
This is good. This is a good fit.
Cause like the
Anok.
Yeah,
this is wavy.
Yeah, that's just valid.
A lot of people liked Kylie Jenner's outfit. Personally, I'm not gonna lie. I hated it.
I'm kind of fucking with it.
I liked Kim Kardashian's look way better. Really good. I liked Kim Kardashian's look way better.
I don't like silhouette. I don't like. What is this?
Oh.
My bitch pose is nasty. This silhouette is crazy.
Yeah, nah.
And I really liked the. I'm usually not always impressed by her. Yeah, I'm usually not always impressed by her fits, but this one she actually kind of stepped, and I really liked
and the hat's crazy
the tailoring.
I'm not gonna lie though.
The way that the chest drips off like that, and the fact that it's alligator, like
I fuck with it.
8 down.
Shout out to
Kim. I like this more than Kylie.
Charlie, I liked her fit.
With her, but I don't fuck with it.
I liked her fit, but not for the Met.
Yeah, this doesn't.
She could have worn this somewhere else. Yeah, it's not
valid. Nah, I don't even think this is valid, bro.
Chaperone pissed me all the way off. I ain't got
nothing to say about that.
Chaperone pissed me smooth off. It's just not.
This is not.
It's not.
You know,
Usher played it really safe.
I feel like Chaperone be showing up to this stuff just to like stand out, so she be like, I'm gonna do something different. Because the fit is tough. This is not. This doesn't.
But it's just
clearly are not doing anything.
The fit is her brand, and it just doesn't align with the dandyism at all. Which is why I didn't like it.
Usher's is chips too.
Usher was.
You got the half scarf. Is that a half scarf?
Usher
my
nigga Ralph, my nigga. I don't know.
This nigga not wearing no half scarf, bro.
That shit
might be kind of tough, actually. I don't know. It's not it.
Bro, this nigga's hairline is so crisp.
I'm gonna skip a couple.
Like 50.
I really liked.
Yo,
bro, are you talking about Usher?
Sabrina, no.
Sabrina
one's actually alright.
I didn't like that she was showing so much leg for this theme.
Kind of confused me.
I really liked Jenna Ortega's outfit because of the rulers. It was all made from like measuring tape and like rulers and shit.
That's cool.
Really fire.
That's cool.
I mean, I don't think it necessarily does, but I thought it was cool.
This is a fire fit. Like, it's a fire dress. Probably cost mad bread to make.
I loved Nicki Minaj, and I don't ever say that about her Met Gala fits. But I loved this
number 31?
She looked so classy. She looked so classy. I loved it.
I don't know who this man is.
Shit's tough.
I do fuck with it, though.
Nicki's is tough, too.
I loved her fit. Doechii, I loved, but she played it safe.
Crazy.
Demi Moore looked pretty valid, too. I fuck with it.
It didn't follow the theme.
You don't think so?
Some of them is kind of eating, though.
I loved Doechii's fit, and I loved what she did.
What you talking about?
Monica? It's just kind of tough.
I also really liked Cardi B, but Cardi B always impresses me at the Met.
Doechii's is good, but I don't think this is like...
She played it safe.
You think so?
For her first Met, yeah.
I want to stop right here real quick. Because with the branding that she
did,
loved that was very interesting.
That was fire as fuck.
I'm going to say that she wanted to be simplistic with that.
What do you mean?
With the branding. Like she had Louis V branded on her
face. Yeah, on her cheek. You
like
didn't
she has
see
like
that? Look.
Is that like permanent?
Look, no, it was just
definitely
effects.
Not. Definitely not.
It's right there, look.
Oh, on her. Oh.
Yeah, it's the LV logo.
And I'm like,
on her face.
I think she's trying to touch on like the whole... Obviously, it could be like the double meaning of like look at us putting all these brand ons, trying to touch on like none of this shit really, really matters. You know what I mean? Look how far we'll go to like put some shit on just to say what's associated with it. But even like coming off of just like the history of like dandyism and like black people, you know, trying to express themselves once they had their freedom. You know what I mean? Coming off the emancipation.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, you know what slaves went through and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what she's trying to do.
I think that's why she...
I think this is a good fit,
I feel like that is probably part of why she did that, which I
could really
respect.
Looks.
What?
I fuck with it. I think it's valid.
The coattails is fire.
Wait, which outfit?
Doechii's? I didn't realize that the coat...
The coattail is fire.
Coattail's tough.
I feel like she could have played it up with the shoes. But like,
but I feel like it's also like it's defying
Pharrell,
gender
bro.
norms as well in that way that she kind of like has played into a little bit for her recent. It's like it's almost like a take on like that kind of like school. Like that
the schoolgirl,
like classic outfit, but then taking it into the.
I will say,
like this.
I do think
smooth.
the top and the bottom clash though, because
A
the
little,
top,
no, they do for sure.
the top is like a whole different
it's a whole different pattern
than the bottom. Then I'm like, wait, what
still
are we
like
actually doing?
it still goes, but like I really wanted like
Yeah.
no shade. I wanted to see her in Tom Brown.
Not a Cardi B.
I didn't want to see her in Louis.
Cardi.
Cardi ate
Yeah,
the
nah, this is
fuck
fire.
Fuck with Cardi B.
down.
This is fire.
Even down to the
Shout out
hair.
Cardi B,
Some
man.
people I
Bro,
hated their
shout
fits,
out.
but I loved their hair.
Where's
What?
her feet?
Disappeared.
No.
Bro, that's tough.
Non-existent.
That's tough. Bro, it's just a void, bro. That's
Non-existent.
wavy. Nah, that's wavy, bro. How she do that?
I
Nah, y'all
love her.
laughing,
She
bro.
never
Explain
never
it.
fails
I
to
don't know.
impress me at the Met. I really
Shout out
loved
Cardi
her
B.
fit.
Nah, that's fine.
Keke Palmer.
This is tough.
I liked it.
The pants. She sold.
The pants with the dress with the.
She sold a little
I
bit.
fuck with it.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
I really loved Lauryn Hill's outfit.
Those white pants would have been crazy.
I really
Lauryn Hill.
loved
Yeah, Lauryn Hill
Hill's
got
fit.
it too.
Like Lauryn
That's
Hill was like
valid.
one
Yeah,
of my
Lauryn
like
Hill,
top
yeah,
10
that's
for
valid.
sure.
Yeah,
That's
She
valid.
snapped.
bro, she got a slave.
But no, you're not understanding it though. That nigga's free. She got a nigga doing it. If there's a white person doing it, I would have been like, oh, I see what she's
That
doing.
would've been tough.
That
That
reverse
would've been
racism.
tough.
I see what she's trying to do.
She was like,
She would've been getting her
nah,
Operation
it's gonna be
coin.
laid into it. Nah, that's tough though. This is the best fit I've seen so far.
No,
she's definitely up
like
there.
Lauryn Hill was easily in my top
That's
5 or top 10.
Fire. Who are these
Mhm.
people next?
I don't know.
I skipped all of them.
Dynasty Ogun and Soul Ogun.
I skipped all of them.
No,
I
this
don't know who they
Theirs
is.
is tough too.
I didn't like Gigi Hadid.
I ain't really like it.
She was paying homage to like a black stylist that was like important in the black dandyism like upbringing, like coming up, but like she didn't execute it the same way. So
Mhm.
I didn't
It's
really
not.
I didn't really care.
Tom Ford. That's not.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the next couple ones, I ain't
I'm
really care for
swiping.
like that.
I'm
I
swiping.
did want to give a
Who are
shout out
these
to specific people though.
I
Christian-
loved Thames.
Christian
Thames had a great
Latchman?
fit.
Tough.
Did y'all see Thames? I loved her fit.
I don't even know if I remember.
She was doing like some
Halle
peacock.
Berry's is tough too though. No cap. Dress mad long.
I liked Doja Cat's
Okay,
outfit
one
too.
person that I
Pretty
did want to give a
chicks.
shout out to right
Angel Reese
here.
kinda did some, no cap,
Mm-mm.
but not that much.
Mm.
Aurora James.
Damn, where'd they go? Yara Shahidi, I wanted to give a shout out to.
Oh my God, yeah, she ate.
She's number 76 to catch you up.
She
She was fire.
Damn, y'all niggas. Yeah, Doja Cat.
I did look at this prior. I did look at this ahead of time so I
I'm
could make sure to
skipping.
prep for this.
You know who I
Should've
also
pulled
really liked? And I got some, like, I was sharing opinions with friends and I got some flack for this, but Tracy Ellis Ross, I really liked her outfit.
Hers was dope.
I love the way she played with shapes and color.
I thought hers was dope.
Hers was dope. And Diana Ross, obviously,
Yeah.
fucking chomp.
Yo, some of the
Aya Star,
niggas-
that was
Brian
dope.
Tyree Henry,
Shit.
Paperboy ate.
Yeah, I did fuck with his too.
Paperboy,
Paperboy,
Why
yeah.
does he show up? Why does this nigga show up?
Because
Who
he
you
in the
looking
No,
at?
bear.
tell me.
Keith?
Why does
Who's
Jeremy
that?
Allen White show up to
I was
this?
like-
In the bear.
No. That ass though, this nigga's fits are always chips. He
what
never eats at
yo.
any of this. His fits are usually the most bait. This is just a suit.
No bullshit.
This is dead ass just a
He
suit.
always wears a suit to
No
the
bullshit.
Met.
This is regular suit, bro.
No
He should be
bullshit.
pulling up, just be taking pictures and shit.
I didn't like
Jasmine Sullivan.
I didn't like Central C's, and I didn't like the fact that he was like using a black baby as
Lakeith
prop. That
is
shit was
tough.
weird.
He had a black baby as a prop?
Not
Brian
like
Tyree's
not
tough.
at the carpet, but when he was getting out of his hotel, like he was posing with a black baby, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
whose
I
baby
don't know
is
about
this?
that.
I was like, who the
Nigga think he
fuck's
Frank
baby
Ocean. That
is
nigga think he Frank
this?
Ocean. No bullshit.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird.
I do want to
This
give a
nigga
shout out
DeAndre
to.
Hopkins kind of ate that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of tough.
I was gonna give a shout out to. How you pronounce his name? Alton Mason. Alton, the model, the supermodel.
I don't
this
know
dude,
him.
you be seeing him all the time.
Ate. He
That shit fire.
ate. You know who else ate? And I might get some hate for this
now I see
too.
times.
Shabuzi.
Taraji's is tough.
Shabuzi fucking ate.
I didn't see Shabuzi. I
He
didn't scroll
ate the
that long.
fuck down. Oh my God.
I fuck with Janelle Monáe.
I
That shit
also
was tough.
love Janelle Monáe's
Number
outfit.
88.
I love the monocle. Yo, it was fire. Very fire.
Mm.
Burna Boys is pretty smooth too. No
Burna Boy was not bad.
Quentin Brunson.
Why they show Lakeith twice?
Wait, I didn't see her fit. Can I see it? Very cute.
Number
Very
94.
Cute. Very cute.
That shit was
Okay,
tough.
wait, y'all
Alton
saw
Mason,
Thames, right?
I did see
Thames.
Thames,
Thames is
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
Thames is tough.
Thames is wavy. Like
thought
the
Questlove
peacock
was fire,
aesthetic.
too.
The peacock aesthetic is wavy.
I didn't see it.
He's low
I don't know
down
who
the
this
list.
is.
Kate Tronada looks so
Tough.
cute.
I'm not gonna hold you.
That shit is tough.
This shit is tough. Who the
It
fuck
is
is
tough.
this? This is
Some of the
tough.
white people were
No
kind of
bullshit.
tough. I can't lie.
Janelle Monáe's is tough too. It's kind of
Look how
scary a little
cute.
bit.
Kate Tronada looks so cute in his little suit.
Shout out my
So
cousin.
cute.
Kate Tronada.
That's your
Stephon
cousin?
Diggs? Nah, this nigga Diggs ate that shit.
Who?
This is tough. What the fuck? Yeah, some of the athletes is kind of cooking, bro.
What did y'all think of what did y'all think of dancing? What did y'all think of dances? Yeah.
Yo, you think you got a piano?
I was not fucking with it.
Your mans. I wanted to give a shout out to your mans.
This is tough.
Who? Justice Smith? That shit was tough.
Yeah, Justice Smith? Yeah,
that shit was tough.
That's tough. Yeah,
that shit was tough.
It's pretty hard.
124. But then after that, I was like, I'm off this shit.
I like
after
this
that, I was like, I'm off.
I like 101.
We gotta put a stop.
I do a cash.
We gotta put a
stop.
I
don't know about that.
I kind of like the collar is fire. I don't know.
Who are these people? This is all right.
Rosalia, I love you, girl, but this was basic.
Engelbert, and Sora Choi. They kind of
yeah. Oh, and then the last shout out I'm gonna give.
I do
two actually. Chance the Rapper.
I didn't see it.
Chance the Rapper was there.
I didn't see it.
What number is he?
I forget.
Did y'all fuck with Coco Jones?
I was like, I'm done looking at this shit.
Damn. I was heavily invested. I had a whole 4-hour debate
like this
about
is too American.
Really?
Coco Jones is tough.
Like initially,
Caleb McLaughlin ate too.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, that shit's tough. I didn't like the gloves. I didn't like the gloves. I thought he could have did without the gloves, but after that, I was like, that shit is valid.
I liked them personally. I liked them
like a hunter.
But I had seen because I was doing my homework on this. You know what I mean, trying to get ready for it. Prior to me seeing the Telfar clip, and then once I saw that, I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck this Met Gala shit.
Shakira too American,
clean. Bro. Oh yeah, this nigga snapped. Who's this?
Who? I was gonna ask y'all. Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Del G.
I also thought Tessa Thompson ate too.
I didn't even see
Shakira's is nice too. Tessa Thompson's I think is better.
I didn't like Shakira.
But
I just like the dress. I don't think that it fits the theme.
I want to call back. Dress. I want to call back to a conversation we was having last time we tried to do this, right?
Record. About what is fashion?
What is fashion, right? I think we know what fashion is. Everybody in this room knows what fashion is. You feel me? There's nothing to even talk about with that.
Calm shit.
Lizzo's is nice.
But what I was thinking about on my way here actually is like, well, what's fashion of our generation today? Like when you look even at this, right? The dandyism thing, it's tied to a certain time period. What the fuck is 2025's fashion?
We don't have it.
Like if somebody down the line 20 years from now is to be like, oh, like I'm gonna dress like it's 2025, what the fuck does that look like?
I think the only thing we can chalk up to for our generation is like futurism. We do futurism a lot.
Talk to me more. What does that? What do you mean by that?
We do a lot of chrome. Do a lot of metals.
Oh,
do a lot of
I see what you're saying.
A lot of like dystopian stuff too. Like a lot of like distressed. A lot of like
dyes.
I see what you're saying now.
Because I feel like
contacts just to make it look more like.
I don't know. I feel like.
Bro, we the generation that just bite the styles.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's the conclusion I came to.
That's what I was going to say.
Y'all think. I was like, let me not say it too early, then there's no conversation.
I was going to say that. I feel like we kind of just fashion is becoming regurgitate, but also amalgamate. I feel like we're putting a lot of categories
That's some
together.
good words right there.
Like, listen, I be big brain on the pod. I be teaching y'all things. You learn from me, I learn from you. But I feel like SZA is really a great example of that. She plays so much with patterns in a way that works so well for her, but might not work for everybody else. And she just amalgamates everything. Like she's just like a little smoothie of like a bunch of different patterns and styles and trends and fashion eras.
Just and put it all together and it works.
And I love that because like you like it, I love it. If you could pull it off, rock that shit. And that's what I do too. Like my coworkers, they tell me all the time, they're like, I feel like every time I see you, you could be cosplaying and like time traveling from a different decade. And I would fully believe you. And I'm like,
a decade of the past, right? Not on some future shit, but the past.
Well, future too, yeah.
Okay.
Because I play with my hair, I play with my makeup, I play with my fits. I do everything. Even if I'm showing up to work in my uniform, all black, there's something I'm gonna do that's different every time. Like the other day, we were doing a party at work and I like came with these like pearl earrings that like droop down and they have like 2 more pearls. And I like have never worn some shit like that at work. Everybody was like, you look mad classy. I was like,
type shit.
It ain't nothing. But yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like the thing about fashion in our generation too is like I feel like people are like finding what works for them and sticking to it. And I feel like that's really important. it kind of ties back to like what you were saying about like Telfar and like how he like knew what he wanted to be a part of and not. And I think that's also a very important conversation to have in fashion because like not everything looks good on everyone.
For sure.
And I think like if you are the type of person who can look good in everything, by all means, play around with everything.
Right.
That's what I do. Like my growing up, like my family and like everyone around me has always told me that like I could pull anything off. So I pull anything and everything off if I can.
Yeah.
There's some shit that personally I wouldn't wear because I'm like, the shit is ugly on me or like it's unflattering on me. But I don't limit myself with fashion. Like I wear whatever the fuck I want. Yesterday, like my fit was so different yesterday. Like I was wearing like all red. I was like on kind of like some like racer shit. Mm-hmm. I had like a bikini top that like had like this open crop top situation where like ties on the bottom. Like I was wearing like track shorts with it. Yeah. It was so random.
In May.
And like Reeboks.
You know what I mean? Like indoors.
Inside.
But it's like I could do that because you felt confident doing it.
Yeah.
And I think
that's so important.
That's the biggest
fashion,
part.
Though. The confidence.
That is the biggest part. If you don't have confidence in what you wear, no one's gonna take you serious.
For sure.
And no one's gonna think you have style. They're gonna think you're
have the confidence,
they're just gonna think you're biting.
They're not gonna question you. Because they're like, you know what? That nigga know what they talking about. You feel me? Like A$AP Rocky just came out. I think he did like a sit down with somebody. He's like, yeah, like I wear Rihanna's clothes all the time. I love
that.
Not a single person back
and I love
saying anything
that.
about it because it's A$AP Rocky. One of the most confident people publicly facing when it comes to on some fashion shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I wear women's clothing. What are you gonna say about it?
Nothing.
Let a nigga who's not, if a nigga's a little shaky, then be like, we got you. We gotta come at you. We gotta, throw all different things at you.
It does boil down to confidence.
And he could do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But ultimately, I think the conclusion is that, we don't have a quote unquote style of our generation.
Absolutely not.
Because, bro, niggas not fresh. Niggas be stylish, but they're not fresh.
Niggas not fresh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we were talking about before. When you're saying that some niggas, like some people, you have style. Some people you can dress. Some people you're fashionable, but you're not fresh.
You're not fresh.
I think fresh is like you come up with shit. Yeah. You're innovative. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
you
God,
push the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fresh. It's refreshing to see.
And I think on that tip, like, that's why, like, I think for me, like, my fresh is, like, personalizing everything I own. Mm-hmm. Like, my bag, it's a $15 bag from TikTok. Like, but it came plain.
Good bag.
And I started putting, like...
you made it something.
I started putting, like, pins and patches on it. I started adding, like, bag charms.
Yeah.
Because not only does it make it mine, but, like, that's also something I love doing. It's
that's
just,
how you
like,
got to do it.
Collecting keychains, collecting pins, collecting patches, and just adding shit. Like, I just love having stuff like that. And it makes it feel like my own. Like, yesterday, I brought my board and I was setting up. My whole board is bedazzled.
Oh, that's tough. I've never seen that before, actually.
Yeah, and everyone kept telling me, they were like, your board is so tough. Like, I've never seen some shit like this before. And I was like,
it's fresh.
Fresh. It's mine. It's fresh.
It's fresh.
And I think I just like in a world where everything is becoming so minimalistic too, I think it is important to have an element of like expression and like personification. And like I also view fashion as like an avenue of expression. Like
that's exactly what it is.
No bullshit.
That's exactly.
How do you express yourself through your clothes?
Like,
how do you express yourself through the way that you carry the clothes with you?
Like,
the ways you carry clothes.
Everything I do is like an art form in some way, and I feel
you might want to talk closer to them.
Oh yeah, like everything I do is art form in a way. I feel like it's just an extension of art. Whether it's like art. Yeah, like I mean, like even down to like my tattoos and shit. Like this is expression, bro. Like my parents kind of.
Just that arm, not the other arm?
I'm building a sleeve on this one, yeah.
Gotcha.
But this one I'm trying to keep like kind of simple. I have a couple tats.
Oh, I just didn't see because
the bracelets are covering it, yeah. And then like I have like a shoulder one too. But I'm trying to keep this side plain and do a lot more on this side. But yeah, I mean like fashion. I've always been mad fashionable too. Like even as a kid, like first day of school type shit, I was stepping the
Well, was it you or was it your parents that it's like, yo, we're gonna put this on you and now you fly?
Yes.
Okay. But I would give credit where it's due.
Well, you gotta give giving credit where it's due, but also like my mom would let me like
pick out your own clothes?
Pick out my own clothes and like tell her if I didn't like something.
Gotcha.
And I would always like
and that's very important.
She would give me like the
like I don't know how many times when I was younger I was just told.
But with the kids, don't be knowing all the time.
Hell nah.
She did.
My mom
Some kids. Were you ever cold as a kid? Like during the winter, were you like, I'm not wearing that big ass jacket because it's not fresh?
As a kid, no, I would wear the big
That's what I'm saying.
jacket. But now I won't wear the big ass jacket.
Bro, I know that.
That shit don't look.
See, that's your problem. That's your problem, bro. You was cold. You was one of the niggas over here like cold. Nah, fuck that cold shit. Nigga, we used to be wearing them big ass jackets, and you used to put that big ass jacket in the closet, taking up mad space. And niggas used to be like, yo, why you wearing that big ass? Be like, because it's cold. And then niggas walking home. I can walk home, nigga. You over here shaking and shit. You running home and shit. I don't have to do that.
Like I've been had the swag, bro.
In my khakis.
Like I've been had the swag. I was 4 years old.
It was your name on it too.
It has my name on it. I got it in Florida. But look, I'm gonna look for my first day of school fit. So
they can't see it. You don't have to.
Did you used to be laying the clothes out on the bed the night before?
Yes.
I never did that.
I always did that.
I used to be like,
if it was a special day,
I was never looking forward to going back.
Little baby daddy.
You just gonna have to send it to Roberto at some point.
But
I was like, what I look like laying my clothes out for the first day back in this hellhole?
I would always do that.
I'm like, I'm not excited to go back.
One thing about me, I loved school as a child, so I would step the fuck out.
What was your favorite subject? They say that the people's favorite subject in school correlates to what they do now.
I really liked English.
For me.
I really liked English, and I really liked any of the electives I was in. I always did. I did choir and drama as electives. I did it's just like so interesting to think about like my school days too, because like for like the latter half of my life, it felt like I was just doing school to just like finally finish and get it done.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to finish.
But like as a child, I was so like I had this like this childlike wonder. Like I was so I wanted to learn about everything. Like when I was a child, like at my school, because I did private Catholic, we did astronomy in science when I was a kid. That was like by far one of my favorite subjects ever. I love learning about space, bro. Like that shit is fucking fire.
Did you?
I really loved.
My favorite subject was history.
I also liked history,
my
but
second
some
favorite
years
was science. But my favorite was history. Always been.
Okay, so y'all sound like sciencey people.
Like to the point that
you know about space, you know about science in general. Can y'all tell me what the fuck is wind?
What is wind? Energy.
I was talking to somebody about this earlier. What the fuck is wind?
I feel you.
No, you don't feel me.
No, I do feel you.
What is it?
No, I feel you. It really is just.
Explain to me how it works. What is wind? How does it work?
Where's it? Not my field, right? But my interpretation of it.
What is it?
I found it.
It's just pressure. It's pressure from cold climate, warmer climate, and it's like the shift in pressure then causes energy to then produce wind.
Yo, wait,
like
he's
force.
Really being scientific.
What about during the summer?
Because we gotta think about it though. The wind is coming from usually the water, and it's traveling across.
Okay, so where is it cold during the summer? The water. Okay,
the water is typically colder.
So the way it was explained to me is that
shift in pressure,
cold air is rising because it's becoming hot.
No, heat rises.
No, but it's becoming hot. It's like because it's heating up, it's rising. So it's becoming hot air.
Yeah,
it's rising,
and it's also
it's
like
clashing with the cold air down here. So it's pushing like horizontally. But
I could see that.
I think it's also based on like the season of the seasons we go through too, and like different but like different hemispheres too, because like the Earth heats up like differently.
That's what I was saying.
Like in orbit at different times of the year, like the Earth heats up differently. Mm-hmm. Like the layers of the crust, like it all, like that also plays a part too.
They were saying that it comes as the air rises, it gets hot and it's clashing with the air below it that's colder by default. But then what made me think about it, I'm like, but how can that be? It's because
there's different sections in the Earth where like that is possible.
No, for sure. No, I think that's possible everywhere. Yeah. I'm more concerned with the sun is up there. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if the air up there, because this is where it starts getting into like rain and shit like that, where like the clouds are holding the shit, whatever. And then as the air, like whatever, the
condensation
starts to change,
and shit.
starts to fall and whatever. Well, but how the fuck does it work if the sun is up there? Where's the cold coming from? I don't understand the eaves.
But you got to realize how far away the sun is from the ozone too.
I was just talking out my ass, just like trying to pull what kind of makes sense to me, but Google.
Okay.
Shout out Google.
Google.
Wind is essentially moving air driven by differences in air pressure caused by the sun's uneven heating of the earth.
So the sun, because like you're saying, different parts of the earth. So that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that it's just like
the ozone layer too. You have to realize how far away the sun is from the earth. Like, that shit is mad.
Because the way that I was thinking about, because you know how when but the thing that makes sense to me though, because it's like,
and outside the ozone layer, the pressure is way different.
What do you mean? Like, okay. Like,
inside the ozone versus outside is like two totally different levels of pressure.
Okay.
And this is why we're good for the community.
Well, I was saying it because that makes sense because the wind is always colder than the air. Like the air.
And I think aside from I think science aside, we also contribute to a lot of like differences in pressure and stuff because of like carbon emissions and like things like that disrupt the ozone layer.
Yeah.
That's the reason why like shit is different now too.
Mm-hmm. So you feel like it's windier now? That probably makes sense though. There'd be more storms and like hurricanes and shit
and stuff like that.
Wow.
We go through way more natural disasters than like when I was a kid. Yeah,
even the
fact
that the planet is slightly getting warmer and
warmer every year.
That is affecting creating more air pressure.
Yeah. Wow. Yo,
we on our big brain shit.
Niggas is on one today. We just learned something. I just learned something new. I'll tell you that.
We all learned something new.
I'll tell you that. I just put 2 and 2 together.
I need Roberto to show this fit.
No bullshit.
This was my first day of kindergarten. And I helped my mom. I told my mom I wanted to wear this shirt.
This is a digital photo?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I zoomed in. Like, this is my first, the front steps.
I don't got no digital photos of me.
I have so much. I'm really blessed and privileged. I had such a great childhood. Everything was captured.
You have digital photos of you as a kid?
I don't.
I have so many. Look.
Too old, bro.
Look, bro. Like, this is me and my mom.
But that's not a digital photo.
Yeah, it is.
Someone took that on like a phone or like on like on a digital camera.
Wow. I have.
I don't think I do.
My dad made sure that we had like memories of everything.
I don't think
so. We have
like SD card though. That's tough.
Yeah, like on our hard drive, we have like folders of every year and like different seasons, different different like special occasions, like my birthday, my cousin's birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
See, that's good. That's good to be organized like that because you don't want to hold on to those memories.
There's so much media. I don't have it all on my phone because it's mad shit. Yeah, but like my dad definitely does.
That's fine though.
Like I have pictures of like most of the great parts of my childhood. Like this was Halloween in kindergarten. I was Snow White and my mom was the witch. Like
that was bad. Bro, I was like, yo, is that like that's a good
me and my cousin?
Bro, that's a great costume.
Like me and my cousin, just like I don't know what the fuck I was on. I was excited about some shit.
But you know what you're on now though. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? But what's the closing message you want to share before we get up out of here? If you have any, maybe you don't. I think we already said it all throughout the whole episode.
Yeah, man.
Because for me, I think it's just a matter of express yourself, know yourself, stay true to you.
Follow your heart, follow your dreams.
Type shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm just really happy to be here, man. Like, I'm happy to be here.
It's my third day out here.
It's my third day out here. I don't know. Like, but yeah, I'm really happy to be like on the pod. It's always an honor to be like sharing a space with y'all. And I'm just really happy to be here in life, like in general. Like, man, shit happens, but shit happens. Like, who cares? I think more people, I think my closing message would be that like more people need to not care and let loose and just stop trying to be so like hard body all the time. Let yourself be soft. Let yourself feel shit. Let yourself try new shit. See what it does for your spirit. See what it does for your inner child. See what it does for you and the people around you and your relationships with people and how you connect to the world.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Wise
words.
That's that. Yeah. I don't want to say anything after that. It's like, that's a great closing note right there.
Man.
Go stream. Go
stream all my shit.
You feel me?
Go stream all my shit.
Not just Capsule 2, Capsule 1. You feel me?
Yes,
go back to
and
that.
then Capsule 3 is coming in 2026. So stay ready so you don't gotta be ready. Because it's gonna be totally different.
Type shit.
Totally different vibe, totally different sounds, totally different energy overall with the project.
The experimentation continues. The variety.
I don't think I'm ever gonna stop doing like experimenting as an artist.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't think I'm meant to. I don't think
you're a true artist if you don't experiment.
I don't think I'm meant to conform to just one thing. So definitely a lot to look forward to. Come to my sets. I post everything on my Instagram.
Do you have a booking
is your
email?
Instagram?
I do. It's my name. It's shandellemgmt@gmail.com if you want to book me. But you need to come with that coin.
The money. Yeah, the youth be saying that.
Come with the money.
The money.
Just give me my money. Yeah, but all my shit is on Instagram. Stream my music. Come support me live. Come dance with me. Come talk to me. Come take a shot with me. Let's have fun. Let's live life. Period.
And that's that.
Word.
We out.